very warm welcome to the channel. So what are we on with this week? Oh, we're back on the old trawl boat project. I have been on it for the last week or so. I got pretty much all of the top completed now. So we're just on the lower bit. And today's challenge is how to turn this terrible looking brickwork into something that's worth having. Right, so we're going to attack it, first of all, with a cut disc. Sounds a bit harsh, but what else are we going to do with that? We're not going to be able to do something like an acid wash on it or anything like that, because it doesn't work. So we're going to do like we've done with the rest of this building, and we're going to mill a couple of mil off the bricks to get them back a nice clean colour and shape. Right then, chaps, today's mission. Well, as you can see, the brickwork is in a bit of a mix and match. There's all sorts been chucked in over the years. So it's a case of get it cleaned up and then have a look at what we can take out and redo and just basically get the brickwork back to what it should be. Right then, chaps, that's all the cup disc work done. Now, for those of you that don't know what a cup disc is, that is a cup disc. Now, these pads here have diamond in them, and obviously diamond is hard and spins around at a stalled rate, and it acts as a cutting tool, and it's known as a cup disc. Anyway, so what I've done is this. Now that is looking a damn sight better than it did. However, there's a lot of, shall we say, rectification needed with this brickwork. For example, we have, let's move you down a little bit, and you can see what I'm saying here. Just here, we've got 2 bricks and 2 bricks. In fact, no, sorry, we've got 3 bricks and 3 bricks all on top of each other, which obviously isn't ideal. So what I need to do is to take those out, we'll jiggle them around a bit and put them back in. Also, we need to cut out all the old mortar. We're going to use a raking disc. Again, it's diamond. And basically that's going to cut all of the old mortar out of the joints for us. Okay, let's crack on and get the next bit done. So I'll start the cutting out now. I've flipped over the disc, and I know it's not got a guard on it. If you're doing it, put a guard on. If I'm doing it and I don't put a guard on, it's my fingers. Also, if you're doing raking out of any kind, a good quality respirator and a good quality set of goggles, because you do not want to be breathing in this dust because it contains silica. What will silica do if you breathe it in? Well, there's a good chance if you breathe in silica on a regular basis, you're going to end up with a condition known as silicosis. And you get that, and you may as well book half a day with the undertaker. It's that serious. So always wear a mask. And there you go, we're chopped out. Still got to refine it with the pick and things, but dirty, horrible job that. Horrible. But on the upside, next week, this time next week, I'll be in Spain. Yep, I'm off to see my dad next week, flying out Sunday. It's still like summer there, so I'm looking forward to that. Right, let's crack on with the rest of the dirty, dusty job. This is not fun. Things I do. Get up there. Just what I love on a Monday. Scratching on a slippery roof under a scaffolding with a very dangerous finger remover. Anyway, that's the awkward bit done now. Just got a bit over that way to do, about 1.5 meters. And then I can wash down and we can start looking at trimming stuff up and making it look pretty. Yep, there you go, just this bit to do now, and then we can start making it all, as you say in Spain, bonito. Pretty. Let's do it. Right, that's the horrible bit now done and dusted. The amigos. Right, so we're all washed down now and ready for trimming up. But look what we have over here. Cobble panels. And that's been the problem on this rear end of the building. Lots of cobble panels, but only in part. And what's happened is over time, obviously the cobbles have come out or been damaged, and somebody had been and replaced them all with bits of crap, and then it had been rendered over the whole of the back end. Now, for one, we don't want it rendered. It was cement render, by the way, and for two, it's not good for letting the moisture out because again, it's a solid wall. It's about 18-inch thick, this wall. But what I've done above is removed all the crap. I've replaced, let me see now, I think it was 270 bricks. Put quite a few cobble in, and then line pointed it all. And we've just got the last 4 metres to do at the bottom here, including repairing the cobbling, which pretty much just repoint it all on this level. Yeah, and then there's a section just below where I am now, which I can't really get the camera into for you, which we're going to completely remove. That's all cobble. It's under the window, but she wants all that removed and replacing with brickwork because there's a flat roof that we're sat on, and she wants, well, she's got a roofer coming to do a new roof, but she wants brickwork there so a nice new LED flashing can go in, etc., which we'll put in for her as we're doing the brickwork. We'll set it in. Right, well, after all that dust and muck and nearly chopping fingers off and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to go and have a cup of tea. So we shall see you shortly. Right, so what we've got here is the cobbling. I'm going to remove all of this loose stuff from around the cobbles so that I can repair and restore it all. There are 3 big panels to do. So quite a bit of work really. And what I like to do, once I've pointed them and it's set, I like to clean the cobble off using a bit of dilute acid, the wash, and once they're clean, I then like to put a coat of double boiled linseed oil on them. And it brings all that colour out and gives them a, not so much a glossy finish, but just a slightly wet look. Doesn't last forever that, but it certainly looks nice when you first do it. It brings all the colour out. Dodgy that, nearly had me. Right, so once you've got the loose stuff off, we can give it a washing down, which will get rid of all the bits and obviously saturate it, and then we can start putting it all back together and pointing her up. That's if no more fall out on me. I think it's a bit of a dodgy repair that somebody had done. It's a big lump of broken cobble there, so we'll replace that with another piece. And that one there, I think was, I don't know, that might have been wrong as well. But anyway, we'll get it back together again. And you see at the back of the cobble, it's just made up of rubble. There isn't any substance to it really. Pull one out. Right, we've got a broken one here, so we can tap that out and reverse it. Right, it's not looking too bad now, that. Broken one there. I mean, they do look really effective when they're done. We need a bigger hammer. Right, well, the problem is, obviously, this is a tiled roof, and we're going to have to put lead steps in, which you can't really do on the cobble. So, I think what we might end up doing is taking most of this panel out and replacing it with brickwork, so that we can get flashings in to make it watertight. Because at the moment, this here is a very, very hard cement render, which is over the top of a piece of lead which is coming up, a lead soaker. There's no lead steps. Obviously, you need the lead steps, so the only way I can do it is to have brickwork there. And the brickwork here hopefully that's running through, so we can come up off that. Get rid of some of this cobble. Right. Now this is why I say to people that what I do isn't standard. And they always ask the same question, well, how long will it take? I don't know. It takes as long as it takes. Because you don't know what you're going to come across. You know, these old buildings, they're not standard. You know, you're not going to take a brick out and find like a 50mm cavity with metal wall ties. You know, block work on the inside maybe. You're not going to get that on these old buildings. I mean, this is made up of cobbles and rubble and bits of brick and all sorts, all just stuffed in. And it takes time to get them right. Okay, right. So I'll cut you off for a bit there. I want to do a bit more. Alright. Well, we lost quite a big lump of that. Not to worry. Found a bit of builder bodge, shall we say. So we're resetting some brick in there. Just had to omit some more mortar to run out, so well, I was asked a question of one of you viewers about mortars for laying bricks. I was asked about laying bricks in a cellar, a damp cellar, and what material should they use. Well, really, if it's damp, it's no good using quicklime because it's not going to set. If it's continuously wet, it's not going to set. You need something that's going to have a bit of a chemical set, so something like an HL 3.5. And your sand's just a coarse silica sand, you know, like a coarse building sand, something like that. Unless, of course, it's like a grade 1 listed, and then you need to be looking at analysing the mortar that's in there, getting the correct sand, etc. But yeah, NHL 3.5 internal works. You know, it's not going to take any harm. Okay, back to the job at hand. Now, this particular mortar that I'm using on here, this is quicklime. Purely because we're outside and needs to be as well, layman's terms, as breathable as possible. Right, tap that down. The other stuff I'm putting in here isn't going to be seen. It just needs to be strong, because all the lead work's going to go up there. So we're not bothered about the quality of the brick. Okay, clean that out. So I've got a cutting plan. And what my plan is to have my brickwork, run it up, following kind of like the shape of the roof, and then cobble going into it, so that I can get my lead flashings in and still have it looking okay. Right, a little bit of cobble. Oh, nothing about this job's easy. Okay, so right, so we've got our little wedge shaped brick there now. Just trim her up a little bit. Right there, and cobble. Yeah. Talk about cobbling it together. Like I say, I'm doing this brickwork so that I can get the flashings in. Just can't put flashing in cobble. Trust me, look good when it's done. Another flick on. So you go in. Of course, a lot of this that I'm putting in will be pushed in a bit, and it's stiffened up. It's a little bit wet, to be honest, the water. And of course, once this stuff sets, all this will become one mass and locked together, nice and strong. But you can see now I can bring my lead up because we've got brickwork here. And once this lot's set, I can remove the last few cobble from the end there and continue with brickwork. Again, going up in a wedge shape following the roof. Because most of the brickwork will be covered anyway with the lead, but you will see some of it. I mean, there really is an art to doing this. It's not as easy as it looks. And there is a local lad that does this. He's what they call the local cobbler, but he is very good at it. I mean, it won't be worth getting him in to do this because, well, I don't think they want to pay what he wants. In a couple of days that'll have stiffened up nicely and all this will be good and solid again. We've got a big hole above now, we've got to get some cobble back into. But we're starting to take shape. Now you can see here we've got a few cobble out. So, choose your cobble before you start. Let's get a bit long bolter, I think. And of course we see all these fancy panels and things on buildings, you're just taken for granted. You don't realise how much work goes into to making them. You know, at the back of that, it's just full of rubble, but it's all mortared up rubble. You know, so that'll take an age on its own. Right, stiffened up the mortar a little bit. Put these in. So there's our first one, see if it'll fit in. And she built, that's good. Right, where do you want to go? Excellent. It's never easy working off a roof. You're slipping and sliding all day long. Right, so again, I'll leave those now to set in overnight, and then tomorrow I'll put another 3 at the top there. If I put them on now, all it's going to do, the weight of them, it's going to push these ones down and out of line, so we'll let that set in a bit. And the same with that one at the bottom there. I'll leave that till tomorrow. This building is, as some of you will remember, used to be a pub, an inn. And you could just imagine it back in the day when it had all these beautiful cobbled panels on the back, which would have been probably going up into the shape of the apex at some point. and then over time it's just degraded, been bodged up, and then eventually rendered over. We're now trying to put back some of what used to be. Unfortunately, we can't do it all, but we're making good the bits we can salvage and repair, just to keep that bit of history. Right, I'm going to leave you now for today, and we'll see you tomorrow, where we'll start tackling the rest of the cobbling and start running some of the pointing. Right then, boys and girls, that's one hell of a job, nearly completed. I've still got a little bit down at the bottom levels to do, but I think that's going to have to wait till the spring, because it's frosty weather time again. So what do you think? Now those panels there, nobody criticise them, because they're the original ones. They're 160 years old. And all I've done is repointed them and cleaned them up. So they're not exactly dead straight, but you know, they are original to the building. I've also changed, as you can see there, a hell of a lot of brickwork. It's terrible, absolutely terrible. 270 bricks just in this top end alone. But we've won at last. Right, well that's it for this video. So I shall say adios, amigos, as I'm going off to Spain next week. And we won't be doing a video next week for obvious reasons. So thanks for watching. Don't forget those thumbs up, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it and you've not subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe. And we shall see you in the next episode of Buggering About with Old Buildings.